Prince Harry and his wife Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, appeared in a video last week showing a behind-the-scenes look at the official launch event of the Invictus Games Dusseldorf 2023. The Duke and Duchess met competitors, family and friends, as well as volunteers for the Games during their visit to Germany in September last year. As patron of the Invictus Games Foundation, Harry travelled to Dusseldorf, where the sporting event will take place later this year. The Duke founded the Invictus Games, which sees wounded, injured and sick service personnel and veterans compete in various sports in 2014, having been inspired by the Warrior Games in the USA. Despite stepping back from his royal duties 3 years ago, Harry has continued his work with the Games. Last year, when the event took place at The Hague, the Netherlands, the Prince led the opening ceremony, cheered competitors on from the sidelines, and sat down for a rare media interview. Now, he is set to deliver an intimate glimpse into the world of the Invictus Games, focusing on those who participate in the important event in a documentary series for Netflix. However, the project has faced criticism from some commentators from the outset, with one slamming the deal Harry and Meghan signed with the streaming giant as irritating. Loose Women's Jane Moore claimed the Duke and Duchess of Sussex only secured their deal with Netflix because of who they are, not what they have proved they can do. In 2021, she revealed the news had irritated her and questioned why Harry and Meghan had been chosen for such a huge deal over young talent. The couple signed the deal, which was reportedly worth around £109 million ($142 million), in 2020, just months after they stepped down from their royal duties and relocated to the US. When asked whether the Duke and Duchess deserved the deal, Ms. Moore replied, "No." End of discussion. 10 hilarious moments from Prince Harry's parody memoir, including his oversensitive DK. Prince Harry's memoir has been savagely mocked in a parody version of the book, titled, "Spare Us. A Harody." Harry's frostbitten penis is turned into a taunt about being an oversensitive DK, while his drug and alcohol use and relationship with the press are frequently mocked. She said, "It irritates the hell out of me. I'm a writer myself. I know there are so many writers and producers, and there is so much young talent out there trying to come through, who would love to get into Netflix store, let alone be given this deal. They have been given this deal because of who they are, not because of what they have proved they can do." Ms. Moore, a journalist who has authored several books and worked in the television industry for decades, admitted her issues with the deal would have been relinquished had the royal couple spent time building up a portfolio of work to demonstrate their skills in the industry. "I'm all for if, 10 years down the line, they have made lots of programs and come up quietly and got the deal, then, that would be different," she explained. "But I think, them just parachuting in is not good for the creative industry as a whole. Ryan Murphy has a deal, Shonda Rhimes, these are proven really good creative writers, producers, creators." Harry and Meghan signed a multi-year deal to make TV series, films and children's shows. In a statement at the time, they said, "Through our work with diverse communities and their environments, to shining a light on people and causes around the world, our focus will be on creating content that informs but also gives hope. As new parents, making inspirational family programming is also important to us, as is powerful storytelling through a truthful and relatable lens." The first of several projects the couple were said to be working on was a documentary about the Invictus Games, which will spotlight a group of extraordinary Invictus Games competitors from around the globe, according to the Archewell website. Titled Heart of Invictus, the docuseries will showcase powerful stories of resilience and hope and will be produced and launched by Archul Productions in partnership with the Invictus Games Foundation. While news of the series first emerged in 2021, in January 2023, it was confirmed that the series would air during the summer of this year. Speaking of the documentary at the time of its announcement, Harry said, "Since the very first Invictus Games back in 2014, we knew that each competitor would contribute in their own exceptional way to a mosaic of resilience, determination, and resolve. Don't miss. William won't see Harry in UK as he doesn't need him to spoil things. Insight, King Charles cannot just drop everything to meet with Harry." Latest poll, should King make more state visits to forge ties with the world? Poll, he continued, "This series will give communities around the world a window into the moving and uplifting stories of these competitors on their path to the Netherlands next year." As Archul Productions' first series with Netflix, in partnership with the Invictus Games Foundation, I couldn't be more excited for the journey ahead or prouder of the Invictus community for continuously inspiring global healing, human potential and continued service. Its release will come months after Harry and Meghan, a 6-part documentary series which centered around the couple's decision to step back from royal life, hit screens. It was their first project with Netflix to air on the streaming service and now holds the record for the biggest debut for a Netflix documentary. It gained a total of 81.6 million hours watched within its first 4 days of release, amounting to more than 28 million households. Weeks later, their second project was released, a documentary inspired by the legacy of Nelson Mandela, produced by the couple and focused on the inspiring life stories of leaders committed to making a difference in the world. Though Ms. Moore was critical of the Netflix deal, some have praised the couple's new career path. In 2021, royal historian Marlene Koenig told Express.co.uk the deal was great and important for Harry and Meghan. She said, "They're looking for projects that support what their work wants to be like in supporting minorities and mental health, telling stories that will be of interest." When Netflix confirmed Heart of Invictus would be coming to TV screens this summer, it tweeted, "This new series from Archul Productions follows a group of extraordinary competitors from around the globe, all service members who have suffered life-changing injuries or illnesses, on their road to competing at the Invictus Games," alongside a photograph of the Duke of Sussex shaking hands with an athlete. The series will follow competitors in the 2020 Invictus Games, which was delayed until April 2022 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Cameras were seen following Harry and Meghan while they attended the event last spring.